Different levels, I cannot relate. You never win if you playing it safe. It's all a game until you get played.
I heard about this one last week, and I wanted to wait. I was going to talk about this last Thursday, but we had some things go on with the Diddy trial and some things like that. So I circled back to this one. But down in San Antonio, Texas, a mom basically was going to allow her son, her middle school son, to carry out a school shooting. Now, she went out and actually bought the stuff for him to go do this. I don't know what the hell was wrong with this woman, why she would want to do this, but let's take a listen. Let's go down to San Antonio, and I want y'all to hear this.
I think the world is getting scary.
Parents at Rhodes Middle School are disturbed but relieved after a student was arrested for a terrorism charge Monday. According to this arrest warrant, the student's mother, Ashley Pardo, is accused of supplying him with ammunition and tactical gear.
I want y'all to let's go back. Let's go back and look at this again. Let's look at this woman. Let's take a look. Let's pause right here. She like a weirdo. And there are people out here that walking around looking like clowns like this, walking around the United States, and they're about to allow their kids to become terrorists. Let's keep it going.
Gear.
For a mother to do that, it makes me feel like, what kind of mother is she to be supplying her children with that?
The warrant states this January, the student was caught with drawings that included a map of the school and a rifle. Then in April, it states he was caught researching mass shootings on the school's computer. He was suspended, then sent to an alternative school, but returned back to Rhodes May 8th.
Now, y'all just heard that. Now, he was caught with a rifle, caught searching stuff. They sent him to the alternative school for a couple of weeks, and then they let him come back. That part there just kind of it's kind of mind-boggling that they would allow him to come back to school after you just saw this kid and what he was plotting.
It feels terrifying.
Then on Monday, investigators say the child told a relative he was, quote, going to be famous before leaving for school. The relative then searched his room and found ammunition and an improvised explosive device with "For Britain Tarrant" written on it. Tarrant is a 2019 New Zealand mosque shooter. The student allegedly showed up to school with tactical pants, a camo jacket, and mask, but left before police showed up. They eventually arrested him off campus.
He said he was going to be famous. Him and his mom. They need to be tried. That should be a federal case. Take it out of the state of Texas. They were getting ready to plot. He had an improvised weapon. He was getting ready to weapon of mass destruction. This should be a terroristic charge. You all are raising these homegrown terrorists. I don't know what these kids' obsession is. How are they getting, radicalized? How are they sensationalizing these terrorists? Maybe they're watching these documentaries that everybody keeps want to make and throw up on Netflix about these terrorists. They're searching online, watching this stuff on YouTube about these terrorists. A lot of people are obsessed with these people. Do a lot of documentaries, and now you have a kid out here who was inspired by one and was getting ready to carry out an attack. Getting ready to go to his middle school and kill a bunch of kids, and his mother supplied him with the tactical gear and the weapon to do it. What do we do in this situation here? I don't even know. Is this a gun problem? I mean, where do we start with this one? Luckily enough, he didn't carry out the shooting because it would have been a whole thing about, access to weapons and all this. It's the thought process. That's what this is. This is the thought process. This young man was already radicalized. And regardless on whether his mother got access to the weapon and bought it himself or whatever, doesn't even really matter in this case because his mom supplied him with it. But it was the thought process and the fact that his mom was a willing participant to allow him to even think like this. Luckily enough for the kids that go to that middle school, a family member heard it and blew the whistle on it and stopped what could have been very, very tragic. A mask, camo, and tactical gear. He was already suited and booted, ready to go. Ready to go. Mom raising a homegrown terrorist. She looked like one herself. So I'd be curious to see if they're going to upgrade these charges, if these charges are going to stay in the state of Texas, or if this is going to end up being a federal trial. I would hope that FBI would get involved and upgrade these charges and make them federal, considering that they found an improvised weapon that could have caused mass destruction. So